Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Something a little different. I have created a prayer creator website. Now, going through the trauma that I went through, I was so touched and grateful for all the prayers that were sent my way. And it was prayers or sending energy, um, sending you best wishes, and I could feel it. I could feel you holding me up. A lot of you had prayer groups and you were praying for me, and um, I'm just, I'm so deeply touched by it. I thought there's something I have to do to give back. Now, one of the things is that this is based on the Christian Bible, but you will see later on you can really use it for angels, for the universe, for source, obviously to God and to whoever, really. You can ask your grandmother to help someone else or pray for yourself. But anyways, I'll go ahead and show you. So what it does is you can put in first of all, we're going to look at the scriptures, right? We're going to pull from the Bible, look at the scriptures, and then base our prayer on the scriptures. So you can write in specifically what is your problem. And then I also have like the common searches down there, like, just grief. And this is for yourself. There's a separate area to pray for someone else. So this is for yourself, something you're going through. So let's say you're going through a broken relationship. You're fighting with your spouse or whatnot. So you click on that. You don't have to type in too much, just the keywords, and it'll work. And give it a few seconds because the Bible is filled with a lot of words and there's lots of scripture to search through. So it's searching through the Bible. And you'll see there's a part here when it shows up, you can switch it around to the different Bibles too. So it's not just the King James or just the Catholic Bible. There's other Bibles and they all are in English. So that shows you the different scriptures, and then it'll show you the scripture and why that scripture is applicable, right? So it's not just pulling out scriptures and say, oh, this. No, it shows you why the search engine thought that was applicable to your situation with broken relationship. And so that helps you too, knowing, okay, yeah, this does apply to me. And then this is where you can see there's the King James version, the new version, the English basic, and then there's the new language version, and then, of course, the Catholic version. So those are just the basic ones I put up there. And again, these are just all in English. So you can, there's just nuances that are a little bit different, and it'll give you the different scriptures and whatnot. And then you look at those, go, yeah, this applies to my situation, and then receive a prayer. You click on that, and then based on that, you will receive a prayer, and it's applies to you and your situation, and then you can copy the prayer. So you just click copy page, and now you can open up Word and paste it on there and print it. You can email it to somebody. So let's say this is broken relationship, so you can send it to who you're fighting with or you haven't heard from in a long time. So so let's say this prayer together. But here's the cool thing, you can save it to a journal, and then it'll ask you to sign in. I've blurred this so you don't see my email addresses. Make an account. I don't do anything with this account. The account is just for your security, to keep your prayers together, to keep your prayers, um, so you don't have to think, oh, where was that really good one I really liked? Uh, so you can keep it. There's also a daily prayer, a basic daily prayer. It has nothing to do with anything that you put in the search. It's just a quick daily prayer if you want to have a daily prayer. And there's even an area where you can click and say, send me my prayer every morning at 7 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock in the morning, or so you start your day with a small little daily prayer. Now here's where you send a prayer for somebody else. So pray for someone else. So you can either describe what they're going through. I've also got keywords down there, but maybe somebody is ill, so you can ask to prayer to God, to their angels, to the universe, to source, and then of course you push other, and you can write who the other person is. Maybe it's your grandmother. Maybe you want to pray directly to Jesus. um so this is where you would put it in. So this is also, is this a manifestation prayer? So you're trying to manifest good health? Are you trying to manifest money for them? Let's say your son is going for buying a house and they need a mortgage. So you want a prayer that the banker sees that they're a good risk, and you'd like to manifest that they get a good mortgage, they get a good mortgage rate, and they get the house of their dreams. So that's where that kind of is. And it just changes the wording a little bit. And again, you can just go down to the keywords here and click them: healing, guidance, gratitude, and then it just automatically fills up in that area up there. And then I just have some ideas um, down at the bottom there as well. So here's, prayer for guidance from the angels for a difficult situation. But I've got keywords down there, and then you can just click write this prayer, and it composes a prayer for that person. So remember, we got two sections: a prayer for yourself and then a prayer for other people. And that's of course because so many people were praying for me, and I thought, what a beautiful thing. Not that I haven't done that for anyone else, but now, if you don't really know what to say or what to do, and again, you can copy that prayer, you can text it to them, email it to them, um, or just keep it for yourself, and put it in your journal so you remember to pray for that person every day. But there you can view your saved scriptures and prayers. Um, there would be your journal if you were all signed in. So that's where they would all be saved. You just click on your journal there. Um, Also, you can go down to the bottom here. There's a little house. You can click on the house. You go back to the main page, or you go to your journal. So you can always start with just your journal, or you can go to the main page. But when you make an account, it'll ask you, do you want a daily reminder? And that's where you click in. Um, you know, you don't have to. You don't have to. If you want to sign up for it, and then every morning, 7 o'clock, you get a prayer.